check. Check, check. Hello. Hope y'all can hear me. We're going to get this started in just a moment. Alrighty. Check, check, testing. 1 2 1 2. We have a new setup. Gotta go through some quick audio. Alrighty. Okay. Hello. Hello, peoples. How's y'all doing? How is y'all doing? Hopefully well. All right. Momentarily, we'll be getting the show on and popping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Cool. Sounds good. I think we got audio. And yeah, we'll get the video going up in just a moment. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. It's exciting. Let's do it. Let's go. Hey. How's it going? Hopefully you can see my face now. I got this little pop filter in the way. But yeah, what's going on? Welcome to the Puro Caballero Show. This is the podcast studios here, a.k.a. my motherfucking bedroom. And how you doing? It is Saturday, May the 8th. And it's fight night. That's what we doing. That's what's going on. I got a TV going on over here with the UFC fights. I got the boxing going on my laptop. And yeah, shit's popping. Action's happening. But yeah, this is the first time we're going to do the podcast here on Twitch. This is going to be the new norm. And I hope you all like it. I'm going to try to take this video, dice it up a little bit, and start a new YouTube channel and get that up and popping so you can watch it whenever, wherever. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Welcome to episode number 90 of the Puro Caballero Show. I am your host, Mario Caballero, a.k.a. Tree Trevino, a.k.a. the Masa Pandan, a.k.a. the boss with the bigote. How you like it? Suck on this elote. I don't even know what I'm saying. What's going on? How y'all doing? Yeah, it's been a few weeks, few months even. I think the last episode I did, if I look correctly, was it was a Super Bowl episode. It's been a couple months, guys. That's on me. That's my apologies. I had a couple episodes that we had lined up. One that we actually recorded, and I thought I had in the bank, but my dumb ass fucked up the mic settings, so we just got no audio. So shit happens, but we will get Moha back on the show. Shout out to my homie Moha. He's a comic out here in the LA area. We had a good discussion about world football, soccer, and what have you. But yeah, just wanted to kind of give you a little quick recap what's going on in my life. As I mentioned before, we're watching the fight, so I'll probably do some commentary at some point. UFC's going on right now. They got fight night. I think Donald Cerrone and Alex Morono is coming up next, so that's the co-main event. I think Michelle Waterson's fighting in the main event coming up. There was supposed to be like another fight that got canceled that was supposed to like headline this card, but here we are, more UFC fights. There's been a couple weird ones that I've seen. I haven't been paying attention 100%, to be quite honest with you guys, but yeah, there's been some crazy fights that's been happening recently though, man. Like the couple cards ago, big shout out to Kamaru Usman, man, just holding it down, knocking the crap out of Jorge Masvidal. That was just a ridiculous Ridiculous knockout, man. He took the soul right out of him, man. Caught him clean on the button, man. Nothing he could do. There's some other good fights that was happening. I know Valentina Shevchenko, she's just ridiculous. Completely dominant at the 125-pound division for the females. But the real action was at the 115 title fight for the females, man. That was fucking crazy. Wang Wang. She got stopped by Rose Namajunas. And Rose, my goodness, it's always good to see her rise to the top. She's a very interesting character. We've talked about her on the show previously, but yeah, big congratulations goes out to Thug Rose. She put on a crazy performance, man. It was a good one to see. Yeah, man, just some fight night action going on right now. I'm excited for my boy Nate Diaz. That homie. I want him to get back in the octagon as soon as possible. I know he just had a little bit of an injury. Had to push his fight back a couple months. So I think he's going to be fighting at UFC 263. He was supposed to be fighting at UFC 262. I'm mostly disappointed because I purchased one of those like fight camp t-shirts and it had all like the information and all that shit all up on that, which is not accurate no more because he's fighting on a different card. But hey, man, as long as he's healthy, that's the biggest thing, man. Yeah, there's rumors. There's a lot of talk about his older brother, Nick, big bro Nick Diaz, getting back into the mix, and I'd be excited to see that. We'll see what kind of matchup he gets because the Diaz brothers are not necessarily the kind of guys that are just going to fight just to fight. Like, they've already kind of established their worth and their, personalities and whatnot in the octagon. So in order to kind of get them to be motivated, you got to give them a challenge or like a financial motivation or something else because they've kind of like established themselves in terms of where they're at. And obviously fan favorites, Stockton slapping and all that shit. But there goes Cowboy Cerrone, always with the hat on. But yeah, man, I'd like to see the Diaz brothers both fight this summer. That'd be fucking awesome. But Nate, he's got his hands full, no doubts, no fucking doubt. Leon Edwards is not somebody you got to play with, and yeah, I mean, I kind of feel for Leon and where he's at right now, but like at the same time, it's weird, cause like he was out for like almost 2 years of inactivity, and it's like it wasn't his fault necessarily. Like the whole COVID pandemic and the travel stipulations coming out of the UK were kind of crazy. Eventually, guys were able to come in and out, but fights weren't lining up for him, and guys were, I don't know, didn't want to fight him because they didn't feel he was worthy, or maybe they were, bluffing a bit and really were concerned about his, his pop and all that stuff. But who knows, man? Who the fuck knows? Took him a while to get some fights, and then he finally was supposed to fight Hamzat Chimaev, who came up on the scene last year, and then Hamzat got COVID, and he had complications, so they kept pushing that fight back. Eventually, he had to drop out. They brought in Bilal Muhammad, who was like ranked like 13th or something in his division, and they're in a fight, right? And then all of a sudden, freaking Magny coming over here poking the motherfucker in the eye a couple times, man. They had to stop the fight. So that was like I guess a no contest, because I think they ruled it like not intentional. I guess it wasn't intentional, but he had done it multiple times in the fight too. And the second one was just so nasty. I think he got like knuckle deep into the eye. It was bad. It was bad. You don't want to see it. That hurt me, like just watching it. And I feel for Bilal because that was nasty. But yeah, so that was like basically got a round in. He's got a round in the last like 2-3 years. He's still a very good fighter, but we just haven't seen much of him, And as a guy who's kind of coming on the rise, yeah, we want to see more of him. But now he's taking on Nate. I think that's probably going to be his most challenging fight that he's had, obviously in the last couple of years, because he hasn't had many fights to begin with. But yeah, man, Leon's still a scary fighter. We'll see what happens there moving forward. I want to say that they're going to do that one in Texas somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, man. I guess that's the kind of quick little UFC recap. I know a whole bunch of other shit has happened. I got a ton of notes because I've been trying to do this podcast for like months on end, like I mentioned, and they're like all old, and I just kind of got over it, and so I'm just gonna go off of whatever the fuck I feel like talking about. All right, okay, all right. We'll see how it happens in this Morono-Cerrone fight going on right here. What's happening, Alan? Thank you for dropping by. What's going on, Xavier? Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Every single one of y'all. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. See what's going on here. I'm just sipping on a little Paloma, you know what I'm saying? A little tequila and some damn grapefruit soda, squirt, soda, something like that. I don't know. And some lime juice, so boom. Cheers to y'all. Cheers. Good shit. All right. Throw that away. Alrighty. But yeah, man. There's been a lot of movement in the UFC. I don't know if we talked about this, but the whole Conor McGregor scenario and what was going on with him and Dustin Poirier. So now they're gonna run it back and do a third fight after Poirier went and knocked him out in the rematch. So yeah, Dustin looks like he's kind of like passing up the opportunity to kind of fight for a belt to kind of try to get the biggest money fight, which I don't necessarily blame him for. I can understand that reasoning, that logic. He's a guy he's a veteran, hasn't had as many big paydays, especially considering if you compare him to like guys like Conor or even like Nate Diaz, even people kind of the same ilk. But I mean, he was interim champion at 155 pounds. Eventually fought Khabib, but now he's I guess they fought at 155 again. But he's fought up at 170. Or I think he can fight at 170. I think he had asked Conor to fight up at 170. I don't think Conor wants to do it, which is a smart move on Conor's part because it doesn't seem like his power translates as much past 145. When he fights up at 170, it's like even less so. You got bigger guys who have a little stronger chins who might be able to take the punch a little bit easier. So be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, so the 155 champion is gonna be between Chandler and Charles Oliveira, if I'm not mistaken, because Oliveira's like on like a 13 or 14 fight win streak, and the other guy, Michael Chandler, had a crazy knockout in his debut in the UFC over Dan Hooker, who's from down in New Zealand. Not down under, but New Zealand, you know, in the ballpark. Yeah, Dan Hooker, he had a crazy saga of having to quarantine for like weeks on end over in, where were they? Fight Island. Is it Dubai, United Arab Emirates, somewhere. The UAE, I think it was the UAE. But fucking A, man, like crazy. He had to like quarantine like 4 weeks before the fight and then 4 weeks after. So he didn't see his family for like 2 months. It was some insane shit. Crazy. And being in camp at the same time, it was gonna be wild. And having to deal with the loss and all that down and all that stuff. So like that was tough. But that fight, it did catapult Michael Chandler right up to title contention, which I think he's kind of jumping the line a little bit. But I can also understand the marketing aspect of like how the UFC kind of does things and that kind of mentality and what have you, because it's not easy to be selling and marketing all these fights all the time how they do. So they got to be able to drum up some interest. So I guess it's like the old established guy, not really that old, but the veteran versus the guy who's new to the UFC but also is a veteran too. So I don't know. Chandler, former Bellator champ, really solid fighter. I think I want to say he's a collegiate wrestler. He's got his own bona fides. He's done his own thing. But yeah, man, that should be a good title fight coming up there. What else? What else is going on? Oh, the heavyweights, bro. I gotta talk about the heavyweights and the light heavies for a second. Fucking wild. Francis Ngannou is now your new champion at the heavyweight division in the UFC. I think he's the third African champion behind Kamaru Usman and Izzy. Shit. Cerrone taking shots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, got him up against the fence. He is clinched up, and he is breathing heavy, and he's got damage all over his face. Oh, taking knees. Oh, eat a couple more right hands. Oh, kick him back. Oh, but, oh, my God. Yeah, he's leaking. He caught another right hook. Oh, shit. And it's over. Morono, damn, swarmed him. Holy shit. I wonder what the first strike was that got him pushing back. But oh, my God, he was on the defensive. Donald Cerrone takes another L, unfortunately. Oof, oof. That's a salty veteran if you ever seen one. My goodness. Oh. Cowboy. Careful out there, bro. Fuck. Morono just took out a legend. Wild shit. Yeah, man, like I was saying, Francis Ngannou, though. Holy crap. That dude has improved tremendously from the first time when he fought Stipe, because he did not have a ground game whatsoever, and he was kind of taken advantage of down on the ground. Stipe was able to use his wrestling, clinch up. Ooh, caught him with the right. Passes the defense. Boom. And here's the finish. Oh, I just hooked in a couple right hands. It was going to be over. Oh, man, Cerrone was stumbling. But, yeah, man, Francis, whoo, man. In the second fight, he stuffed a takedown in the first round, and it was like picture-perfect takedown defense, man. Flared the hips out, freaking, took control of the neck, got him in that fucking guillotine, and was able to keep him off of him. They got back on the feet, and then it was just like, oh, it's a matter of time, man. If Stipe wasn't able to take down Francis, it was going to be a matter of time, because that dude has thunder and lightning in his fist, man, like fucking Thor's hammer, bro. Like, every time he touches somebody, they crumple, and that's kind of what happened. And it was kind of tough to see, man, because I really love Stipe. I thought he was a tremendous champion, a heavyweight, had that, crazy back and forth trilogy with DC, and has the most amount of title defenses of all time for a UFC heavyweight champion. But now it's a new era, and it's scary for everybody else out there, man, because, sheesh, like, Francis has to lose weight to make the 265-pound minimum or maximum weight for the heavyweight division. Like, that is, like, kind of uncalled for. Like, and he is yoked. Like, he is not fat. He is just straight yoked, bro. Crazy. His life story is pretty insane. Like, it is probably going to be a Disney movie at some point. Like, it's going to be, like, somebody has to be, like, optioning the rights to, like, his life story already. Has to. Like, if they're not, then fucking the studios are fucking up. Because, like, this guy was, born in Africa, Cameroon, I want to say, and eventually tried to make his way to Europe because his situation was bleak. He was working in, like, sand mines as a kid. Eventually made his way to Morocco and was able to, made multiple attempts at border jumping into Spain. There's a small territory in Morocco that's legally Spanish area, and by certain rules within the EU and stipulated that, like, if you're able to get into that territory, you then will be able to be allowed into the country after serving a prison sentence, or into Europe, right? It's some weird loopholes there, but what that means is that they are very adamant at trying to keep people out from getting into that little territory, right? So I've seen documentaries. I think, like, it was a Vice or somebody online on YouTube put together, like, a breakdown of this whole area. And so basically they have the border patrol agents of Spain, I guess. They'll take the migrants who try to get over across, and they'll kick them back into Africa. But what they do is they don't just drop them off, like, right there where they tried to enter from. They'll take you right deep into the Sahara Desert, leave you there, and say, good fucking luck. And it's up to you to figure out how the hell to get back and find civilization and what have you. Pretty intense and pretty crazy. Francis, he tried to cross 7 different times and eventually made it over. I want to say he was in prison for a couple months, made his way to France, was broke because he spoke French because Cameroon was a French colony at one point. Anyway, so he was in France, was dead broke, believe wanted to try out boxing, and eventually they tried to convince him to go train in MMA. He did that. They paid him like $500 to fight, and eventually worked his way up from there. Like crazy. Super late start into his like MMA and martial arts career, but like holy shit, you can't deny the physical abilities of this man. Like he is insane, and he's only getting better, guys. Like, whew. We'll see when guys get to the top if they plateau or if they decide to, continue to push themselves in their career. But man, Francis, he's got it all right in front of him, and good for him, man. Like, it's been crazy to see like his Instagram page and how he's taken the championship belt and has brought it back to Cameroon and like gone back to the village where he grew up and has had dinner with his family and like the president of the country and like all these other people, and he's like treated like a god out there, as he rightfully should. Like, insane, crazy story. So big congratulations goes to him. And yeah, man, wild. All right, so I'm looking at this. This is the card, UFC 262. So this was supposed to be the one where Nate was supposed to headline. So it's going to be Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler for the lightweight championship. Which is crazy because Oliveira's ranked 3rd, Chandler's ranked 4th. Yeah, but they're fighting for the belt, man. Ever since Khabib vacated it, and they finally took it away because they were trying to get him to come back for the longest time. Did not happen. It looks like we have the main event coming up. Marina Rodriguez. This damn Portuguese. I don't know how to pronounce your R's. I don't know. Y'all do you, but I don't know what the fuck. And yeah, I think we're getting ready for the Canelo fight too. There he is warming up. I'm gonna have to put that bitch on when it gets time. But yeah, that's why I'm rocking L3 right now, the jersey, because my boy Saul Canelo Alvarez is gonna step into that ring, taking on Billy Joe Saunders. And yeah, man, that's gonna be exciting. They're at fucking AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium in Dallas. Looks like a packed crowd. Kind of wild. But fuck it. Oh, there's still one more fight going on. So we got a little time. We can chill. Hopefully the UFC finishes and then we don't have no conflict of interest going on right now in our viewing priorities and what have you. But yeah, man. It's fucking wild. What else did I want to say? Oh, does it? Well, fuck it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this camera shit out. Apparently the camera has autofocus. Yeah, I gotta change that setting, but I don't want to do it right now. So, oh well. This is what you get. I'm sorry. YouTube. I'm sorry, Twitch. It is what it is. My lazy ass out here. What the fuck else? Crazy, man. Wild stuff. Oh yeah, so back to Francis. We'll talk about Francis. So he's a heavyweight champion now, right? Now they're looking to figure out who he's going to fight next. Number one name that everybody wants to see is the former light heavyweight champion and legend in the sport, legend in the partying game too, man, John Bones Jones, who's moved up to heavyweight. They want to see that fight. I want to see that fight big time. Apparently Bones has been kind of like, I want to fight him, but I want to get paid for the fight, which I can understand. I mean, he's been like working to try to put on a lot of weight, put on that muscle, get used to that. His calves are still skinny as a motherfucker. All right. Like his lower legs are so thin, like real thin, but his body, he's getting bigger. You can tell he's got bigger chest, bigger back and all that stuff. He's been putting in the work, been lifting. I'm assuming been doing everything else that he's done prior to that, still striking, wrestling, grappling, and all that stuff. But yeah, so now they're kind of at an impasse, man. I know Dana White's been like, kind of like, they've been going back and forth in terms of he said with the negotiations and whatnot. And I hope it happens, man. They're talking about running it back between Derek Lewis and Francis. The first time that fight happened, it was a snooze fest. Now, I think both fighters are a lot more improved since that last fight when that happened. But based off of the result of what happened, you can't be as excited to see that reverse matchup, right? It was just ugly. Guys were just like, that was weird. It was a weird fight. Like, Francis didn't have the same confidence that he had prior to facing Stipe for the first time. Derek Lewis, who has also got Thor's hammer in his fist, had knocked a couple guys out beforehand and was just, unable to land those clean shots against Francis. And there was a lot of grappling. There was a lot of, sloppy ground game for two heavyweights. Looked like there was a lot of panting and breathing from what my memory serves me. And it was a very disappointing end to a card when they fought last time. So right now, that's the leader in the clubhouse in terms of what the next matchup is going to be for Francis, which I hope they figure something out with Bones. Otherwise, I just want to see Bones fight again, too, because it's been a minute since he's left the light heavyweight belts. So almost a year now, I would say. At least 9 months. It's got to be at least 9 months. Crazy. What's going on in this boxing match right here? Boom. Ooh, caught him with the right. Yeah, this is the last undercard before the Canelo fight. Let's see. How many more rounds we got? The last fight was a 10-rounder. I'm assuming this is probably 10 also. I think there was like only 4 fights on this card, which is chill. Yeah, man. Crazy shit. Crazy shit in this fight game. What is going on here? All right. Oh, yeah, they're in the 8th of 12. Okay, shit. All right. So, I'd say probably like another 30, 40 minutes until we get this, people walking into the ring. Maybe longer. It all depends. These pay-per-views are weird. Very weird. Especially when it's like boxing and the UFC go head-to-head on pay-per-views on the same day. The craziest one was when Kovalev and Canelo were fighting. I think it was also the same day that McGregor or another UFC, a big card was happening. And the UFC card was still going on when the last undercard finished. But they decided to wait for UFC to finish before they walked Canelo into the ring so that they can get more viewers and more eyeballs on the fight, in theory. But what ended up happening is they were just stalling, and you saw Kovalev chilling in the locker room with his, his hands up behind his head, his feet up on like the couch and shit, just over there chilling, watching the fights. It was a crazy sight to see. They were like intentionally like delaying it just to make sure they could time it up. But that was a weird one. Well, I wonder if they'll do it here. They might. There's a chance. I wouldn't expect it because this is like not as big of a UFC card. It's just a fight night card. There's no belts on the line or anything like that, so a lot less stakes. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? I mean, this UFC shit has been blowing the hell up, getting that momentum. Fucking crazy, man. So yeah, man. Canelo, this is his like annual tradition of fighting on Cinco de Mayo weekend, which I guess allows me for an easy transition to talk about what happened on Wednesday during Cinco. Shout out to every comic who was a part of the show. Me and VJ, who you guys on Twitch might know as DJ Supreme Kai. We've been throwing comedy shows. I've talked about this before, but we've been expanding, branching out, going to new venues, and it's been exciting. It's been real fun. The last show that we did was on Cinco de Mayo, as I mentioned. Just had 5 comics, very, very hilarious. We had like Joe Beltran, David Mendez, Karina Reyes, Stephen Briggs, and Frank Castillo. Thank you so much to all of you guys for coming out, doing your part. I definitely appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you, everybody who was in attendance. Thank you to the Sunset Lounge out in Fullerton. That's where the party took place. Thank you guys for hosting. As always, all of our shows are sponsored by Michelada Time Mix. So thanks to you guys as well for helping to put us in contact with that venue. I thought the show went awesome. It was terrific. I do have to say, I think my voice is a little hoarse, not just from hosting with like kind of a little bit, like it was a bar crowd. It wasn't too rowdy. It wasn't too crazy, but it was, it's a bar crowd. So you got to be, elevate your voice a little bit, be a little more commanding. At least try to, I guess. But yeah, not only did I do that, and I hosted the show, but this venue is also known for their karaoke nights. So they had karaoke right after the comedy. And your boy got on stage and did a song. So, a little rusty. My voice was like, it went like halfway through the song. And I think I wanted to do Don't Let No One Hold You Down by War. Or, you know the song. But they didn't have it. So they only had Cisco Kid. So I did Cisco Kid. But like, man, like I don't need that song's not even crazy. Like going you know what I'm saying, hitting the notes, not crazy high notes or anything like that, but my voice, my lungs way out of shape. So yeah, man. It was a little creaky at the end. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say, like, the highlight of the whole karaoke show was watching David Mendez do some country music. That fool loves his country music, and it's fucking hilarious because he's a hella paisa looking motherfucker. So it's just it's a funny it can be a funny sight to see at times when people don't expect it. So it was fun though. We had a good time. It was great. Thank you so much to everybody. Y'all did awesome. Definitely gonna try to get a lot of these comics back on other future shows. But we got other stuff in the plans and in the works. But yeah, man, prior to that, we did have another show out in, this one was in Cypress, California. It was at Campus Billiards, and it was another fun-ass show. That one, that was a couple weeks ago already, man. Shit. Time would be flying, man. Time be flying. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, so it was like on April 18th. So that's when it was. So that was pretty cool. That was a fun-ass show. That was a great night. They were able to let us use their outdoor patio venue that they had set up. And, it was awesome. They had a little indoor area, the pool tables and whatnot, a lot of beer selection. And we just had, the show running outside, and it was cool, man. Let me see if I can remember off the top of my head the comics that are there. Nope, not going to do it. I'm going to look at my lineup. That's how professional I am. Jesus Christ, Mario. Come on, Mario. Come on, Mario. Oh, yeah. I had my boy Dom Pierno. I had Quinn M. Alston. Quinn, thank you so much. You had a fun set. Also had Galen Nash, Nessa Vasquez, Angela Corsa. Who's first time I was able to get her booked on the shows, and got good to see. I know she had some crazy shit going on in her life that whole weekend too. So I was just happy that she made it, man. I was really excited about that. And then man, Ryan Radusinovich, and then had Ernesto Ledesma close it out, and Ernesto did awesome. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. He stopped the fight in the 9th round. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, man, that show was fucking awesome, though. It was a fun one. There was a little bit of a heckling going on between a couple people in the crowds. So, some of it was a little, little iffy, kind of bumpy waters there. But I feel like the comics handled it for the most part pretty well. I try to make sure to get people who I feel are professional enough to be able to handle that shit. So, I have confidence in the people I book. But we had a little bit of a weird situation towards the end of the show. At one point, I couldn't fucking find Ryan. He was supposed to be, you know, second to last on the lineup, and I had Nessa up on stage. I was looking for Ryan. Apparently, my friend Eddie Diaz at Eddie F and Diaz on Instagram. This fool was smoking out Ryan somewhere in the parking lot, and I didn't know where the hell he went. So I was looking in the venue. I went to the bathroom. I went to like where the billiards are. I went outside. I was looking all around. I was like, where the fuck is this guy? I was freaking the fuck out. I was asking Ernesto, like, hey man, can you be ready in like 2 minutes? And he was like, yeah, I got you. And all the while this is happening, I like didn't light Nessa in time. So I had her kind of like lurching a bit at the end too, and it was like, so I feel bad for putting her in that spot. But we found Ryan and was able to get his ass right up on stage and shit. So, but yeah, he did his thing, and everything ended up working out. But I was freaking the fuck out at that moment. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man. So that was another fun show that we put on, and besides that, I'm trying to remember what else we did, because like I said, it's been a while. We had another one of the Koreatown comedy shows. That was cool. The return right now is kind of in discussion. We'll see what ends up moving forward, because the layout and the setup is going to be different at the restaurant. So there's a potential that we may have already had our last show there at Beer Garden LA, which would be a shame if we can't go back and we can't figure it out. But you know, I'm appreciative of the times we did have over there, because we had some fun shows and some really good crowds. And I'm happy to be able to have gotten the people that we've gotten booked on the show so far. But you know, me and VJ and I, we're gonna keep on keeping on. So we got other places and venues in the works and other plans. So that's exciting. But yeah, so I guess our last show we had Lin Sun, Adam Chong, Quentin was on that one also. We had Tom Whalen, who was supposed to be on a prior show but eventually came through for us. Elliot Mack, he was hilarious as always. Jessica Lee Foster, good friend of mine, and Rob Matarosian. So Rob and Quentin, they've been doing a lot of sketches on Instagram. You've been seeing those all over the place. But yeah, been running into those two guys quite a bit this last like month and a half. And so yeah, that's kind of how things have been going. Yeah, man. 2 weeks prior to that show though, we had let me see, where is it? We had another awesome lineup. This one I had Adam Hunter as the headliner, man. And that guy's a pro, man. He just brings the last per minute, like bow, 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 bow. And yeah, it was funny. I feel bad because I put him in a bad spot too. At the end of the show, he had some like family. I think I didn't know that he would double park like right in front of some people who had at the restaurant next door, and they got upset, and so I kind of had to like end his set a little early just so he can kind of move the car. And I felt so bad about that. Like, Adam, if you ever see this, I'm still pissed off at myself for letting that happen, because I totally thought you were cool with the car we had. I know you've done like fucking 30, 40, 50 shows since then, so like whatever. It's like water under the bridge probably, but just know I care. All right, like these little things, that matters to me. I try to do the best I can for the people on my shows and what have you. But yeah, we had Caitlin Allen on the show. She was awesome. Handred Seavey, tremendous comic. Definitely book him if you can. Ken and Kaya, he was awesome. Mandy Martino, VJ loved Mandy. I think he liked her set. She had some out there topics. I'll just say that. I don't want to step on her material and what have you, but she was awesome. Ron Bush, oh my god, he brought the fire. I love Ron, you're awesome. But yeah, he was fun. Tom was supposed to be on this show, but we ended up getting Alyssa Poteet, another friend of mine, so she was able to come and fill in for us. So that was really fun. Once again, thank you to everybody. Michelada Time, Beer Garden LA for helping us put those shows on, and helping us do what it do. But yeah, man, what's crazy is like that show, it was March 23rd when it took place. Dude, I got vaccinated that same day, like earlier in that day, and I thought I was gonna be okay. And I thought it was going to be cool, but I was fine for most of the show. Halfway through, I get like VJ gets like a drink, right? It's some tequila, and he's just like, "Hey man, take some of this." I got a little bit. We'll split the drink, and I was like, "All right, that should be no problem." So I pull up, take the drink, take a sip, hit my lips, and it was way stronger than I anticipated. But like, as soon as I took the drink, the comic was like, "All right, thank you so much. That's my time, whatever." And he or she was rapping. I don't even remember who was on. They wrapped up. I go back on stage. I pick up the microphone. I'm like, and like, I swear to God, the biggest brain fart of all time. Like, I'm gonna make a clip. I'm gonna put a clip up on Instagram. I'm gonna edit it together of me in that incident, and then me talking about it on stage like the next week, because it was fucking ridiculous. I fucked up. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was like, like it was bad. I can't even recreate it right now. It was like, thank you for the laugh and comedy. We're doing more fun stuff next. It was like some fucked up bad. It was bad. That's all I know. It was fucking terrible. It was horrific. Can't believe it happened, man. But I had to stop and pause and was like address it, because I looked back and was just like, all right, guys, I apologize. I just got my COVID shot. This is how you know Pfizer's working right now. I'm out stroking out in front of you guys. Oh, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking crazy. Wild. But yeah, we made it work. The show went well. And yeah, was able to recover as best as I could. But yeah, that was my first shot. The second shot that I got was a couple weeks later. I got on April 20th, 420. So yeah, I definitely didn't keep it chill, man. Like, everybody was saying, like, man, you get the second shot, it might put you down. But for me, I was like, that was my birthday weekend, because I'm a Taurus, so I'm like, April 24th was the day. So we had that whole like week planned out, right? And we were gonna do a bunch of shit. And fuck, bro. We did all that shit for the most part. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It was a fun time. Like on April 20th, we rented out a studio, and we're able to go, mess with their, CDJs and like the real cool, DJ equipment. And we took the camera and streamed a little bit of it up on this exact Twitch account. And yeah, I actually ended up using all of my high-speed data, because I used a mobile hotspot to stream, because the venue had very shitty Wi-Fi. So yeah, was it worth it? Maybe. I haven't been able to see Twitch in like 3 weeks, so that's over with now, or like 2 weeks, something like that. But yeah, I guess today it was back to normal speed, so that's cool. But it was it was a fun one. The only shitty thing that happened in that whole situation was that while we were inside the studio, mixing it up, cutting it up, drinking a little bit, just don't tell them, we weren't supposed to do that. Yeah, man, there was some idiot who was like in the parking lot and like came back and like hit the back of my car. So there's a big old dent in that bitch right now, which I was really pissed off about. But thank you to the venue itself, the studio. They had a security surveillance, and were able to get footage of the incident, and also got screenshots of their license plate information. So it'll get all straightened out momentarily. It won't be too bad. What does this shirt say? Canelo. Fucking A. Ooh, bam. Watterson taking knees to the face from Rodriguez. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was cool. So I got the shot in the day, and then we did that at nighttime. And then afterwards, we went out to Koreatown too. Went out to some bar hopping and shit too. And this was all the same day that I had taken the shot. Obviously, was smoking throughout all the day too, because you got to participate, right? I think I might have had an edible before I even got the shot in the morning, man. So like, They were all like, man, you might be sleepy, you might be tired. I was like, I ain't gonna notice. Ain't no way for me to fucking tell. And oh man, like you're gonna be a little sleepy and a little drowsy. I was like, nah, man, not me. Definitely not me. That's my cousin's name though. A little sleepy, a little drowsy's my uncle. Nah, I kid. Jokes. I was fucking around talking about that subject on stage, and shout out to the comic James Demon for helping me with that last tag. So thank you, sir. I think it went okay. I used that one at my last show, so it went all right. But yeah, man. So we've had a couple of those comedy shows up and running. I'm trying to remember what else happened here. Vaccination. Oh yeah, I did a set at Vicky's club on Melrose. Vicky's on Melrose for Nick Polias, who recorded a 30-minute set. I thought it went well. Thank you so much, Nick, for the footage. If you've been seeing a couple of those clips up on my Instagram page, that's from that show. Yeah, I had a fun-ass time. I'll shout out to Andrew Moncayo, shout out to Chica, shout out to Reverend Johnny Stewart, everybody who was a part of the lineup. And for Nick, man, that was fun. That was a fun one. Oh, Karina Reyes was also on that show, too. Karina, that was a fun one, too. Yeah, man. Fun as a motherfucker. Fun as a fuck. What else did we do? What else happened in late March, early April? Yeah, so I had a couple. April was kind of wild for me, man. Like, a lot of shit happened. I got fucked over by tax season. That's one thing that happened. So I'm owed a lot of money by the government. Where the fuck is it at, man? Like 8th, like come on now, I need this shit. Like come on, IRS, come on now, process that. The modification or the revision or whatever for my taxes. Do that shit, man. California, come on, man. I need that 600. Where is it at? Where's that another like 3 or 4 that I'm also due for like California state taxes? Like, come on now. I gave y'all like a couple G's already. I had to clear out some of my fucking savings account, man. So like your boy's a little vulnerable at the moment. Spend a bunch of shit for all the festivities that was going on last month. So come on now, help me out, man. Come on. Fucking wild. Yeah, so that happened. Oh, went back up to NorCal for my cousin Alex's wedding. So big shout out to the Martinez family. The new Mr. and Mrs. Martinez. Welcome to the family, Ellie. Love to have you. Thought we had a terrific ceremony. I'm speaking from my part of it. I'm sure you had a great time. It seemed like you had a great time, both of you guys, both Alex and Ellie. Yeah, it was fun one. Went up to Sacramento. The ceremony was there, and yeah, it was a little different with the quarantine and with the COVID regulations and what have you. Like, we had to play by certain rules, and not everything was available and open to us, which made us modify some of the plans that we had. Like, it was a little bit of an ordeal to make the changes, but I'm glad they were able to have it finally, because the wedding was supposed to take place a year ago. Got postponed like 3 different times because of all this whole COVID situation, and I'm happy for them that they were finally able to get it taken care of and handled. Obviously, under normal circumstances, I think there would have been, an even greater situation. But, you got to be appreciative of what you can do during the current climate, the current moment. But, yeah, man, it's crazy. It was crazy. The fact that they were able to get it, handled and situated is, it's good to see. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was good to see my family who I hadn't seen in a while. Good to see a lot of friends, because me and Alex, we're like a year apart in age. So we grew up with each other quite a bit, always seeing each other. My parents are his godparents and vice versa. So yeah, like we were really, really close growing up. So we have a lot of the same mutual friends. We played on a lot of the same youth sports teams and what have you. So, yeah, it was good to see some of my old teammates, old friends. Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Jared. I hadn't seen you guys in forever, so it was cool to catch up. And yeah, the bachelor party that we had over in Tahoe was cool too. I think we kind of ambushed Alex and was able to go out there. Had a fun time. Had an Airbnb, and yeah, we had our fill of entertainment and fun and what have you out there. But a lot of drinking, a lot of gambling, a lot of drinking. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, we were able to get together again up in Sacramento, as I mentioned. Little bit of a situation on my part at the end of the night. So we went to the reception. Then we went to like the little we went to the ceremony. Then we went to the reception. The reception was a cool location. It was a house of the bride's boss, actually. So that kind of was a little bit of an interesting dynamic. But he had a wonderful home. Yeah, we were real appreciative that he let us use the backyard area to have the whole ceremony and whatnot. And yeah, food was delicious. It was just short, and because the neighbors had issues with the whole sound and whatnot, so we didn't get to dance as much as we could have normally. They didn't have like a cake cutting. They didn't want to like make it weird with the whole like touching the food and distributing food and cutting up cake and whatnot with COVID. So they had like pastries for everybody, which I didn't know about. I didn't get any of those, so probably for the better. But yeah, my fat ass. Yeah, man, it was fun. It was fucking fun though. I got to see some of my family members get drunk, which is always interesting time. But my ass, I was ready to party. I was ready to have a good time, man. So I had like a little weed pen on me the whole day. I was just kind of hitting that shit, throughout the day. A new raw garden I had picked up at one of the local like weed shops over there in Stockton. One on Hammer. It's got the line out the door every day. So yeah, I picked up some shit to smoke, right? And I had it with me. So I had it in my suit pocket. I had it in this pocket like the whole night. I swear, like the majority of the night. And we get drunk. We go from that reception area back to downtown Sacramento. The plan was to go bar hopping at a couple other places. Turns out all the bars we wanted to go to were all closed and weren't actively open. So we had no really good choice. We went back to the bride and groom's hotel room. They had a lot more alcohol over there. We all got together kind of as the party and kind of drank more there. And not every one of us made it. Some people had a blackout in the middle of the elevator and decided to like not leave the elevator with everybody when we were coming up. Looking at you, Austin. Yeah, bro. Like, what happened, man? You need a key card to get up to the room where they were at, and he left and then was just blacked out and was just wandering the streets of Sacramento. And luckily, his brother found him and was able to get him home. But I still haven't seen you since that elevator incident, man. So I hope you're good. Hope Portland's okay. Yeah. Gotta go visit, man. Gotta go out there to visit you, man. Gotta do a Pacific Northwest trip sometime shortly. Hopefully in the summertime. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, man. So we were leaving at the end of the night, about 2 a.m. We gotta let the bride and groom do their business, So we all left. And some of the people in the party, we dispersed and we tried to figure out where to go. Like, oh, my hotel's over here. Mine's over here, right? Mind you, my hotel is 4 blocks away. I could very have easily just walked there and had no issue whatsoever. But 3 other people in the party were going the same direction as I was. They all got up on Lime scooters, right? They got up on, like, all right, cool. We just about to, like, zoom, 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 zip over there and shit. It's going to be fun. You have the wind in your face, all that shit. It'll be cool. And me being very inebriated at the time was like, that sounds like a good idea. Let me do that shit. So I got myself on a Lime scooter, and I'll start going. Get a little used to the RPMs or whatnot. Go over off the sidewalk. I follow the rest of the crew as they cross the street. As I'm crossing the street, my front wheel hits a divot. Bam! I go right over the top of the bars. I land to the left of me, put my hand out, hits the pavement, gets all scratched up. You probably can't see it right now, but I had, like, this was all red. Blood was coming everywhere. I have my suit jacket and everything on. I landed on my thigh right here, right? This part. And I didn't realize this at the time, but that weed pen that I previously had in this pocket was now in this pocket, right? And so I felt that, like, my leg had fallen and, like, I got, like, it was like bruising up and whatnot, but I didn't know the extent of the damage of, like, what I did, right? So I'm so hammered. I'm more upset that I'm bleeding and that I have a tux on that I rented that I could potentially fuck up than I am about the pain and the suffering of what the fuck was going on, right? So, like, this is all happening, like, in 10, 20 seconds. I just looked down and I was just like, fuck, all right. I've fallen before. I've fallen drunk before. I'm like, all right, well, we're right there. Let's might as well keep going. So I get back up on the scooter, you know, after a couple people see me eat shit, and, you know, go over to my hotel. I reach into my pocket to go pull out the hotel key card so I can get into the building. And I reach in and I find that there's little pieces of glass shards in my pocket, and the pocket is sticky as hell. And I'm like reaching, I'm trying to find the key. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? And I reach in my pocket and I pull out the rest of what, like, the battery portion of, like, the vape. And I see that the other part that's supposed to have, like, the oil in it is completely shattered. And it's just like a little attachment with some jagged edges on it. So I finally at that moment realized that, like, my weed pen had exploded when I fell off of the Lime bike, and that's the reason why my leg was feeling so sore. But I'm still dealing with the blood coming down on my hand. I beep into the hotel. I go up to my room, and then, like, as I'm, like, trying to get undressed and make sure nothing is getting dirty or whatnot, like, bro, it looked like a murder scene up there in that hotel. I was, like, putting my hand under warm water, like, trying to, you know, make sure it doesn't get, like, infected or anything like that. I'm trying to get it to stop the bleeding. I'm also, like, super drunk and, like, stumbling a little bit. Luckily, I didn't get a drop of blood on the tux whatsoever. I don't know how that happened, how that was possible. But the other portion of that situation was, like, the weed shit, the weed juice that was in my fucking pocket. I had to take that out and clean the pocket under the sink and shit. So that took me, like, probably 15 minutes to get that shit all, like, so it felt like somewhat normal, okay? They're doing the national anthems right now. It's probably going to start in a little bit. This Canelo fight, baby. But yeah, man, I had all that shit I had to clean out. I'm in my hotel room. I'm drunk. I'm, like, trying to figure out where there's water and shit, and, you know, trying to stay hydrated. And, you know, I was like, the hotel that I wanted, that I picked, I intentionally chose because it had a balcony that I wanted to go smoke fucking weed on, right? So after I finally get cleaned up, I take a shower. I'm, like, you know, in freaking comfortable clothes. I roll up a joint and I go walk around the area of the hotel where I can go up to the balcony. I go up, like, another flight, and it turns out the fucker is closed. I couldn't even go up there. I was like, why the fuck did I even want to, like, stay at this hotel? I could have paid less money to go somewhere else. But, you know, your boy had to improvise, so I opened up the windows in the room, went to the little bathroom, go smoke there in the corner. She was just blowing that shit right there by the by where the shower was and all that shit. The windows can kind of open a little bit. They were like the slats or whatever. So your boy chiefed a little bit right there. That helped me relax, calm down, and then eventually passed out. But I had like like the white linen sheets or whatever. Like there was a pillow that had blood all over it. There was like towels that had blood all over it and everywhere. So it looked kind of wild. Like there was blood that fell on the carpet, like near the closet where I was trying to take and put the tuxedo and everything together back in, like, you know, the zip and all that shit. The shoes, you know, all that stuff, bro. It was wild. It was a mess. It was a fucking mess, man. It was intense. Fucking crazy. Yeah, man. So my hand was all jacked up. My leg, bro, purple, deep purple, fat. It was like maybe like this big, like the whole bruise, all up on my leg. And as the bruise was like healing, it was moving. It was like shifting. It would be like a different shape every 2 days, man. It was wild. When we first started off, it was like kind of round, like a football, kind of like, I don't know, like it looked kind of like Australia, like the outline of the country of Australia, bro. Like it was crazy. Yeah, and then it started kind of like dropping down with like with gravity, and then it kind of looked like the outline of Africa for a little bit on the side of my leg, all purple and shit. And then it kind of healed in certain patches, and at one point it kind of looked like a bunny. Or like a duck. I think somebody said it looked like a duck or something. It was, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember, man. But yeah. Let's see here. What's up, Colin? What's going on? I don't even know who was all up in here and shit then. Yeah, it was cool, man. We made it though. Shout out to Colin Movement. If you do not know, give him a follow. He's the homie. He's one of the people who actually has showed up to our comedy shows. One of the few people who I've been able to meet from Twitch and is now IRL friends with. So shout out to you, bro. That was cool. We got to hang. We should have took a picture, man. Could have made everybody all jealous, but it's cool. It's cool. What's going on? State your name. What's good? Just NU what 93? What's up? Do I know you? Do we know each other? I hope so. You're watching the shit, right? Oh man. Yeah, that bruise was crazy, man. I still my thighs like still a little contused just because I haven't been like icing it or anything. But the bruise is completely gone. Like I got some scarring right here, and my palm still a tiny bit sore, but not too bad. Yeah, we definitely got to take a pic next time. But yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. It was just crazy when it happened. It was fucking wild, man. Lime scooters when you're drunk. I'm not gonna do it. I gotta take at least a year off from doing that shit, okay? I was very close to being convinced to do another one a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, I don't know, bro. Like, come on, this is too soon, man. It's too fucking soon. Yeah, stay safe out there. Definitely stay safe. What else? What else do I want to talk about? Look at my fucking calendar app, see what else happened here. Cousin's wedding. Citizen Hotel. Oh, yeah, so fuck, bro. Like, the whole week prior to, like, my birthday on the 24th was pretty interesting. Like, Friday the 16th, we went out to K-Town. We went to most of you guys know him as a battle rapper initially. A guy by the name of Dumbfounded, this Korean rapper. Reps Koreatown probably the hardest out of anybody out there. He was cool, man. So he's been a part of our comedy show in the past. I actually was introduced to him by a friend of mine, Mike Kim, who's another very hilarious comedian. But Mike, he's been blowing up a little bit on the socials, man, especially TikTok, man. He's got a big TikTok presence, and Dumbfounded also has that too. So, like, both guys being, you know, I think I don't even know how they initially like met each other or whatnot, but both, you know, two very cool Korean cats, and yeah, I was able to book both of them on a show, and then eventually, I guess Dumbfounded decided, you know, I want to do my own show, right? And so he promoted that, got like a full Asian, you know, lineup or whatnot, and he packed the place out, bro. There was like 300-400 people there. It was wild. It was a big crowd, and it was cool. So I got to see Dumbfounded. Another guy who we had on the show prior, Kevin Shea. He's a very well-established comic, has traveled with, I think he's opened for Dr. Ken Jeong. Both of those guys were a part of this crew called the Four Kims of Comedy that happened a couple years ago. Don't ignore the fucking sirens and the fucking fireworks and everything that's happening right now. Canelo is about to fight Billy Joe Saunders in a couple minutes. He's about to walk out. They're doing the whole crazy intro and shit right now. I think Billy Joe's coming out first. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, this little promo showing all the different British champions. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a few minutes. There's a couple minutes left in this UFC fight. Waterson Rodriguez, 240 left. So I think it'll time out okay. Not that you guys care. I don't really give a shit. But in any event, I'm going to take a drink. Cheers. Cheers. So, yeah. Went out to Dumbfounded show. Ended up going out to a bar afterwards and met up with both Kevin Shea. The goddamn car alarms. So we met up with Kevin Shea and we met up with Dumbfounded afterwards at this bar. And we were just there to hang out and just have a good time. But at one point, Dumbfounded sees both me and VJ there, and he knows because, like, you know, we worked on a couple shows before, and he was just like, hey, man, I really do appreciate you coming and supporting us. Like, I want to support you guys because you guys, you know, are in Koreatown. You guys are one of the first people to, like, try to do shows in this area, and, you know, you guys try to represent pretty well. You guys, you know, give a lot of mixed comics, but you give a lot of, you know, good opportunities to other people. You bring funny people who maybe you don't necessarily know about, because there are a lot of really funny comics in LA that are on the bubble. They're on the cusp. They're on the come up, right? So you may not necessarily be exposed to them, but there's some funny motherfuckers, dude. I'm finding more and more of them like every week, man. Like I have a master list just right over here. It's like deep, bro, of people I want to book. Deep. Like a couple hundred people deep. Like there's so many good acts out here that you could that I would say are bookable in my opinion. But yeah, he showed so much love and he was appreciative of being there and for us giving him a chance to perform on the show. And because you know he hasn't had that opportunity to do comedy as much. I mean he's pretty new to comedy and just as like an art form in general, because I mean he's got the music background, but I mean, he was doing like some like all def digital stuff and some kind of like roast type comedy shit in the past. But yeah, man, he's got his podcast going and what have you. So there's some people who get really prissy when like people from other avenues decide to try to do comedy. But I mean, it's like, hey, man, if they're funny, right? So if they can draw and they got an audience, they got an audience. So yeah, I mean, he still is fairly new, so I'm not going to be too critical of, like, what he did, but he made me laugh a couple times, man, and the shit that he had to say, too, was, like, important, I guess, at the time, too, because of all the whole violence that was going on with a lot of the Asian community, which, you know, definitely protect the Asian elders and all that stuff, because that was some bullshit that was just going on in the country for the last, like, year or so, really, since COVID really came out. It's been wild, and so like the show that he put on, it was also used to kind of direct funds to protecting the AAPI community, Asian American Pacific Islander. Kevin Shea had some interesting thoughts on that whole abbreviation and whatnot, and was kind of trying to joke around and kind of roast about it and shit. I'm not gonna lie, a couple people in the audience were kind of heckling about that shit, which I'm like, bro, like just chill, man. Like, come on, like don't ruin it for everybody else. But not everybody knows how to act at a comedy show, and like the way that people are like just hyper sensitive to shit nowadays, it's just like, man, like just let it go. Like there's no intention behind like a lot of the stuff that's being said, so it's like you just got to be able to, you know, take it and keep going. But yeah, man, it was an awesome night, man. We had a fun ass time. He talked to us for like, I swear, 30 minutes straight at the bar, and like we're just going over like everything that he did, you know, talking about plans for the future. He was thinking about making his show like a monthly show. Our situation has changed, unfortunately, with our current venue that we had in Koreatown. but I'd love to keep going and keep booking and keep doing more shows in that area, because I mean, I've lived there previously. VJ and I both hang out there quite often. That's like one of the parts of towns that we enjoy being. Yeah, it's a shame if we can't, continue how we did prior, but yeah, man, hopefully we can keep it moving, keep doing some other stuff and find some new spots in that area. I like that spot of town because it's still central. It's close enough to like where you can get to everything, but it's not as like that kind of bougie veneer of Hollywood and all that stuff too, right? Like you get people be acting different kind of ways when they get by Sunset and Melrose and all those places, right? So you got a little less of that. You have a pocket of community that's like, they got their own established culture and their own vibe to them, and so I like it. I like the people who live there and like the businesses and the stuff like that. The food is obviously tremendous. There's a big Salvadorian community that lives just south of that area too, so there's a lot of good other, mix of like the Latino community, Mexican community, and a lot of the Korean community that lives there too. There's a small Thai town area. There's population that doesn't live too far away too. So there's a couple little different pockets that are pretty cool there, I'd say. Having been in LA since 2010, like I do enjoy being in K-Town. I don't as enjoy being in other parts of towns all the time, but K-Town's a pretty cool spot. So hopefully we can be able to keep it moving and keep doing stuff there. But I was happy that we were able to chop it up, have a good time. So that was really fun, man. What else really happened? So yeah, I was Dumbfounded show. Then we did the Campus Billiards show 2 days later. I got my second vaccination shot on 420. And then we did, like I said, we did the DJ stream. Did more comedy. Oh, I got to do some comedy out in Venice Beach. Shout out to Prohibition Comedy, Chris M, for putting a little gig together. Chris is an interesting cat, man. He's that dude grinds like crazy, man. He's got like a lot of big plans in the works, so we'll see what he's got up and moving. Give me one moment. I'm about to change over this video here because UFC fights just ended. Marina Rodriguez took the victory over Michelle Waterson by decision. And yeah, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Mute that. Unmute that. Let's see. Boom, mute. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Stop casting. Sorry about the difficulties and the delays. I gotta watch my boxing. I gotta watch my boy Canelo do work. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, the Venice Comedy Show, man. So that was an interesting one, man. So Chris, he's very deep in like the underground party, rave kind of scene, that culture, that whole thing. There's been a lot of shows that have been going on during quarantine on the very, very down low, and he's known about all of it. So, but yeah, he helps put on like different productions and different shows and stuff too. So this spot, there was like 4 different tents that had setups, and like 3 of them had different like DJs playing at it, and then our setup was just one for like the comics, and it was closest to like the boardwalk right there. Like the other ones were a little closer to the beach, where the water was, but like you could still kind of hear the boom, 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 all that shit kind of blaring. So it was a little interesting. Like typically when you're at a comedy show, you don't want like competing noises and shit like that. But, you do what you got to do. But we had a cool little crowd. There's maybe like 15, 20 people at any particular point. People walking in and out, coming and going. Just random people just on the beach, just coming and chopping it up, checking it out. But I thought I had a pretty good set. I thought I did okay. Got to see Jeremiah Watkins perform, which was really cool. Jeremiah was hilarious. He was vibing. He was awesome with like picking up with what the vibe the crowd's giving or the energy of like the venue or whatever, because like yeah, he came with some energy, man, and he was really funny. If you're not familiar with Jeremiah Watkins, he was mainstay at the Comedy Store, was a member of what's called The Wave, a part of the roast battle tradition that happens there at the Comedy Store, kind of like the people who kind of do little interludes, little skits or whatnot in between the different people, the comics. There's Canelo. There he is. But yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. Got a little turn out there. And we had VJ's friend Xavier. He was in town, so he was staying with us too. So he stayed with us for about like a week, which was cool. He showed up. He was at the campus billiards show, and then he stayed all the way till I think my birthday, the 24th, right? Yeah, he went out with us on the 24th. So yeah, my birthday was the next night, and we did the damn thing. I'm forgetting something here. I want to say on the 17th, I had like the craziest Twitch experience that I've ever had so far. I mean, I've only been on Twitch like a year, but bro, crazy. So I was doing a stream, and my intentions were to like just do a stream right into Four Color Zach, who's like, if you're not following him on Twitch, you're fucking up right now. I'm just gonna tell you right now. That man is a fucking legend, amazing. The multimedia prowess that this dude has now, just being able to, yeah, he makes a fun show. He makes a hilarious, fun-ass show. Definitely going to be watching him tonight after this Canelo fight ends. But, man, so I'm doing my thing. I raid into his shit. He says, oh, thank you or whatever. We're just hanging out. We're chilling. I'm drinking. I'm smoking. I'm doing my thing. And I'm in the Discord. We're just chilling, having a good time. And it gets to about like 2 a.m. And Zach's like starting to, wrap things up a bit. Just be like, all right, who should I raid? Thinking of stopping a little bit soon. Motherfucking Valix, real_Valix up in Twitch land. He's the moderator for Zach. I was talking to him. He's in the Discord. I'm like, hey man, I got like my gear set up right now. Do you think if I ask him, if I get back on live, and if I ask him, you think he'll raid me? And Valix was just like, oh yeah, for sure. He'll do that shit for sure. Like, you've been in here supporting. Like, yeah, like he fucks with you. You do it. And so I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. And I had everything all set up. Computer, had the homie Juan, had his mixer fucking ready. I had it all ready, bro. It like, I don't even know what I did or what needed to be done, but it was insane. So I'm trying to get all this shit, everything plugged back into my laptop. And as I'm doing that, I have all the connections and everything ready to go. Like, it's supposed to be working. And for whatever reason, it was not recognizing the fucking mixer, bro. It was not recognizing that at all. So I couldn't load up songs onto, like, fuck it, to the left, to the right. I couldn't do any of that shit. It was like Serato was just, or like it was set up as if I had no equipment, so it wasn't recognizing anything. So I was freaking the fuck out because I realized Zach was like trying to like wrap it up and raid somebody at that point. So I'm unplugging, plugging back in. I'm restarting everything. I'm turning stuff off, turning stuff back on. I restart my laptop about like 10 minutes into trying to troubleshoot this. I'm just like scratching my head going like, what the hell is the problem? What is the issue? Like, what is happening? And I still to this day do not know what exactly happened. I'm assuming one of the cables that I had was just really faulty. One of the USB cables, I think. So we have a couple of them and we change them out every once in a while. And I think the XLR cable we had for the mic that I was using too was also a bad one. So people couldn't really hear me very well. I listened to it back later and was like, fuck, bro. Like, I can't even hear myself. It would come in and out. So, yeah, man, it was wild. So I had Way Funky. Shout out to Way Funky, representing New Mexico to the fullest. He was helping me trying to troubleshoot the whole thing. So mind you, this whole time, typically VJ is there. He's the right-hand man. He's the man who graduated college as an audio engineer, so he knows what the fuck he's doing, like audio video stuff, right? Bro, he went out and was drinking with like friends of his. So I didn't have him there to help. He helped me earlier over the phone when I first started, prior. And then by the time he got wasted, it was not responding to anything. I was kind of tipsy too, going like, what the fuck? And like me, when like shit, when I do process A to B to C to D and it doesn't equal E, like I get fucking just frustrated. Like it was pissing me off. Like A plus B equals C, A plus B equals C, A plus B equals C, and then A plus B, and then you don't get C. Like that drives me insane. I was just like, what in the fuck? I was going crazy. I was going nuts. If I had hair, I'd pull it out. Like it was bad. And I was just trying to like figure out what was going on, figuring out what's going on. I finally restarted my laptop. I plugged in the equipment once more, and then it finally just worked. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And then Way Funky helped me fix the levels or whatnot. I had to like turn our speaker all the way down and figure all that shit. But turn the bass all the way down because it was like 2-3 in the morning, and like neighbors below us and shit, they fucking complain and stuff. They got stuff to do the next day. So like, yeah, it was a whole ordeal. Finally got it to work, and Zach rated me with like 230 people, and I was like, oh my god, this shit is wild. It's game time. And I just started playing. I don't know what I was doing. I was going through mostly VJ's crate of just like a whole bunch of old school hyphy music and shit, and just playing slappers and having fun time, just gigging, just dancing. And I think I played for like 2 hours or 2-3 hours afterwards. So I was up. I was tired like the next couple of days, but it was crazy. I was buzzing. Dude, I got so nervous a couple of times. There was a couple of times where I was just like, all right, let's drink. And my hand was like holding the glass like this. Like, I'm usually good with being able to control my nerves and not being too flustered or frustrated. But, yo, I was like, I have like 200 people up in this bitch. And like, I am rusty as a motherfucker in terms of just like being able to mix and whatnot. So, and I was drunk too at the time, and I had just come off being frustrated, just having the shit just not working forever, and it was, it was fun. It was a thrill. It was exhilarating. Thank you so much, Zach. I got a shit ton of followers from that. I really do appreciate it. Got some subs too. Ended up making affiliate status. So thank you so much, everybody. The last month has been fun. I want to put a little recap together of some of the last streams, some of the funny moments that we've had, and some of the, I guess, cool mixes that we've been able to do. So that'll be in the works. I'm a little distracted right now. Canelo's opening up right here. It's a round one. My God, there's so many wild colors in this fight, dude. Canelo has like turquoise trunks with gold on the belt line, right? And his gloves are the same color turquoise, right? With gold on like the thumb part. This fool Billy Joe Saunders has blue with green on the trunks with red lettering, sparkle letters, and then he has lime green gloves on, bro. There's so many fucking colors in this fight, man. Let's go, Canelo. Let's go, baby. But yeah, that was a crazy night. Serge talking shit about my wardrobe and my beverage choices. Like, I couldn't have expected any less, man. It was awesome. Spinurita was up in the chat. Colin was there. I'm sure Colin was there. I don't even remember if you were there. There's so much shit was happening. Like, I was missing people in the chat. Girl Jackie, whatever. Shout out to you. I know, like, I missed your comments. Yeah, there was so much shit was going on, man. I was like, it was crazy. It was hectic, but I had a fun ass night. And I was on a high. I was on a high until like 5-6 in the morning, just going like, I can't believe that actually happened. And got to play a lot of songs that I liked. And I held like maybe like 100 viewers like throughout the whole thing. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, man. Oh, I gotta hit y'all with the link. All right, hold on a second. Let me see. This might violate some terms and rights and whatnot, but I'll hook y'all up. We won't replay this chat anywhere else. We won't do it. Oh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Control V. Bah. There you go, Colin. If you're not watching already. Yeah, it was crazy. Fun ass time. feed is sloppy. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about this. Got some technical difficulties, folks. One of these streams wasn't working the best. Close banner, play. Oh shit. Oh no. Hope so. Hopefully nobody got knocked out. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. No, I don't think I did. Oh no, they're in between rounds. We're good. All right, cool. Can't tell you who won that round though, but fuck it. All right. So yeah, that was awesome. Thank you once again, Four Color Zach. Thank you for everybody who was chilling in the chat that whole time. Yeah, that's something I'll never forget, and it's hilarious too because fucking Supreme Kai is. I knew he was gonna be so jealous as soon as it happened. As soon as like the wheels started getting into motion, I'm like, he's not involved in this. If I could pull this off, he's gonna be so fucking like pissed about that he wasn't there. And he kind of was, but it was tremendous. I had a good ass time. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get back up and running sometime in the near future. Try to get so like when the IRS hits me back up with that money that I'm owed, I'm gonna start buying more equipment and shit so we can get this shit really up and popping. I got so much work I gotta do. I gotta clean up my Serato crates. I got a shit ton of tracks that I gotta like organize and all this stuff. I have vocal samples that I want to clip up that I've like ripped off of like YouTube pages and shit. So I already have a couple that I have saved. I have like a whole crate for like sound effects and all that stuff, and it's gonna be wild. Yeah, I've been inspired by so many of these damn DJs that have been on the Twitch for this last year or so, and there's some really talented folks out there, and some people have made it their own medium and have taken it over. So I really have enjoyed that for however long it lasts, because I know there's been some legal issues with DMCA and the labels and trying to get the rights to all this stuff, and they've been having issues. So I've heard that they're kind of de-emphasize all the DJs that have been going up on Twitch or whatnot, so not have them on like the suggested, I guess, or like have the main on the main page or whatever. Yeah, Colin, there's so many people here. I think it's like a full house in Texas, man. They just don't give a damn. Texas and Florida have just not given any damns about this damn pandemic. It's been wild. So many people, man. It's like back to normal over there, bro. The only thing different is the ref's got a mask on. That's about it. Or yeah, and some of the photographers too. But oof, that was wild. That was a wild night. So Four Color Zach tends to have a lot of really cool artists and DJs also following on his stream. No, Texas don't give a shit at all. Yo, this one DJ, she's tremendous. She's awesome. DJ Yasmina, real vibey shit. She's cool. I'd followed her months prior, right? She's blown up a bit on Twitch. She's got a pretty considerable following. She apparently had followed my page on here on Twitch when I got raided. I realized that after the fact, because I would have shot her out there, because I'm like, oh, DJ Yasmina, what's up? Thank you so much for the follow. But she fucked with your boy. She gave me a follow, so I was like, fuck yeah. So after I was done, like 4 or 5 in the morning, I still had like 50 people with me on the stream. So shout out to you guys, because you guys went through like fucking hip hop hyphy to like what else? What was I playing? Like groovy, like R&B kind of stuff, like newer stuff. I played some old school couple funk tracks, and then I went into like some house shit at the end and finished with some like bass shit. I think I went all over the place at the end. The last like hour was like kind of like out there. I'm not gonna lie, I was just going all over the place, whatever I felt like. I didn't do bachata. Nope, that'll be on another mix. Did I might have played Bad Bunny. I did play some Bad Bunny because Susie Bay was in the chat. I had to play. I think I played Booker T for her. Yeah. I was playing a lot of hyphy shit because like Serge was just like fucking with it. I was like, all right, Serge, let's go, baby. Let's do this shit. I'll play what I play, like NHT Boys. I played like some cuts, man. Some cuts. Andre Nicotina. I was playing some slappers, son. So that was fun. But yeah, I had like 50 other people by the end of when I finished the stream. So I raided right into Yasmina, and she gave me a big shout out. So I was kicking it in her thing for like another 30, 40 minutes or whatever, just chopping it up back and forth. Okay. I see you, Demetrius Andrade. Trying to call out Billy Joe and Canelo here. Says they're too scared to fight him. All right, Canelo got Billy Joe back up against the ropes and tried to land a couple powerful shots. I haven't really seen much else. There's been a lot of dancing around in the middle of the ring, which is Billy Joe's kind of forte. That guy loves to like come in and out quick. He's never in the same spot to hit him, so he's tough to time up. Talented guy himself, but man. So yeah, we were chilling. Dude, I was up till like 5:36 in the morning that night, just hanging out, and I was just I was on cloud nine. That was fun. That shit was fun, man. I had to smoke a joint in the middle of the stream just to fucking calm down. I think I smoked it at 4:20 a.m. It's like fucking have to, bro. I had to. So yeah, that was fucking fun, man. We're definitely gonna do that. Do that shit again. Oh man, fun shit, man. That was exciting. We got some big plans for what we want to do for the next couple streams. I'm planning to try to do a stream on our rooftop. So we live on a duplex, and we have the upstairs portion, or I guess it's a triplex. There's 2 on the bottom and 1 upstairs. So we have the upstairs portion. So we can hard line my laptop up on the flat part of where the roof is, and we could set the camera up so we could have in the background behind us the downtown LA skyline. That will be ideal. So hopefully we can do that shit sometime in the next couple weeks. But caught him with the cross. We have another function event that we want to do. Ended up meeting a friend of a friend who owns who has a loft in downtown LA, and so we would love to do some shit over there. And he has some cool views and cool sight lines. We might do a comedy show up in that loft, so stay tuned, because that might be the next one we do. We're also in the works trying to do comedy at a brewery out in El Segundo, and possibly some other places too. So I think Campus Billiards, we're gonna do that once a month, and then we'll see about this Fullerton spot, what we're gonna do with that. But yeah, man, I'm trying to think what else happened. Where were we? Yeah, so I've been all over the place, man. I've been doing a whole bunch of shit. I didn't even talk about, I went up to the Bay for a couple days. Oh yeah, that's where it was. I was up in when I was in Sacramento, Stockton area for the wedding. I was able to make it out to Oakland for a day, which was fun. I had a fun ass time. Shout out to Coach Kitty Cat. We got to get some drinks. That was fun. Shout out to A-Marie too. It's really fun individual to meet out there. So yeah, man, trying to make internet friends into real life friends. That's kind of cool. That's fucking cool. That's it. Coach Kitty Cat, shout out to you for the whole stretch series that I've been using. So been incorporating some of those stretches into my normal workouts. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll kick it at some point in the future. So check this out. I think the next time we might see each other is going to be 12 weeks from today, because 12 weeks from today is hard summer, baby. I got my ticket. I'm going to be there. I hope to see as many of you people there as I can, because that shit is going to be litty titties, bro. It's going to be fucking epic. Wild shit. It's going to be rambunctious. There's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. People are just going to want to go bah! And that's how it's going to be. Wild shit. It's going to be summertime, though, so it's going to be fucking hot. So just be ready. Out in Fontana, I guess, over there. San Bernardino, Nas Event Center. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I will be there. So that means I got 12 weeks to get into the best shape since quarantine started, because your boy put on the COVID-19 to 20 to 25 pounds. I'm not going to lie to you. I fucked up. I done fucked up. I had to get refitted for that tux for the wedding. It was, yeah. Talk about an eagle bruise, bro. Like, that was not the best. But yeah, man. So I've been on the grind. I've been trying to lose some weight and shit like that, trying to get back into the gym, get more consistent, be better with my diet. That's going to be a big thing. Yeah, I got some time. 12 weeks is a good amount of time. The heaviest I got up to be like, I was a little over 250. I'm not going to lie. About like 240 right now. So I've been able to lose some of that weight, but I've also, like, I was around 240 like prior to the wedding. And obviously with that whole situation, just being with my family, eating a lot, my birthday, going out drinking and stuff like that, I had put on a couple pounds, but I've been able to get that off the last like week and a half or so. So that's the plan, man. Just keep, live my, keep doing the thing, be on the grind, live my best life, and, do the damn thing, man. It's going to be fun. I need to be in shape to be able to dance how I want to dance. Like, that's... fuck the like superficial shit of all that stuff. Like, I just want to be able to have enough wind to like be able to groove like the whole weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who've gone to festivals and shit, like, if you're an amateur, like, day one, you're done. Like, day two and day three, you might have like the the best acts in the world performing in front of you, but you can't move, man. If your legs can't move, you can't move. Like, just over here just doing this shit like that, and then your shoulders are tired. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be in shape to party, bro. Like, that's how it is, man. Like, at least for me, I like going hard, but yeah. I'm a nut. I know it. It is what it is. It is what it is. At least I know it. But yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a fun time there. I think a couple other friends of mine are gonna go too, so I gotta figure out the whole Airbnb situation. Once again, government, give me my money, bro, so I can figure this shit out and just have it handled, so I don't have to worry about it. But yep, that'll be next. That's next on the agenda. That's probably the next big thing that I have kind of to plan for. What else? Might do a trip somewhere, possibly. Like I said earlier, Pacific Northwest, maybe. It's in the works. It's in discussions. I don't know yet. We got a lot of moving parts. I would love to go visit Seattle at some point, Portland as well. Try to do comedy up there. Supreme Kai has a birthday on the same day as my little brother, June 30th. So happy early birthday to them. And he's going to be up in NorCal, so I'm probably going to go back to be with my family and to be with him for his party, because he's going to do a party that weekend too. So aside from that, I'm trying to get booked on like some comedy shows up in the Northern California, the San Joaquin Valley 209 area. Last time I was there, I did an open mic. I was able to meet some comics that possibly could get me a couple spots, so that'd be cool. So shout out to everybody who I met there. I think it was at the Hype Bar open mic over in Quail Lakes. Had a fun time doing that. Ideally, can get some spots over in Sacramento or in the Bay Area. The Bay Area would be really fun. I got a few connections out there who I've met through doing like online comedy or just friends of friends. I've had a couple friends vouch for me too, because I posted in some of the Facebook groups about it, just kind of last minute. But I'm gonna be a little bit more proactive once we got like actual dates to kind of like flesh out and shit like that. Because I'm trying to do comedy all over the place, man. Like last year, that was one of my big plans. Try to travel, do comedy in other spots. Nevada, Arizona, Northwest. I'd love to go to Oregon for the first time. Just go check out the scenes and just, get your name out there. Just become a part of that whole traveling, comic community, and just, knowing people who run spots and people who run clubs and what have you. Just, 'cause I have had a lot of friends people who are already the traveling comedians, people who are even at the open micer levels who have gone out to places like Texas, Florida, some other spots. Texas in particular, there might have been like 20 comics that I know that have gone to Texas in the last like 3 weeks. There's been a lot of them out there. There's been some drama out there too, apparently, and shit, but like I won't get into that today. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I was trying to travel before the pandemic ended, and that shit was on pause. Now I'm double vaccinated. It's been a couple weeks, so now I'm feeling a little more confident to be able to go out there and not have that, all that stuff lingering in the back of your head. This whole COVID situation. I've talked about it numerous times. I felt like I was a really at-risk person, considering the fact that I'm, asthmatic, and having no knowledge of what the fuck was going on at the beginning. I was super, super scared and preoccupied with making sure my health is number one. But yeah, I've been going a little bit more out there. So I'm not as tense or as, I don't have that sense of anxiety being around people, which I understand not everybody does coming back after all this whole lockdown and everything. So I'm excited to get back and going, man. Like, 'cause I feel this summer is just going to be just bumping. Like, it's going to, and everything that I love, at least, it's just going to be bang, 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 bang. Just a lot of stuff just going to be on and popping. So I'm going to try to be ready for that and do my part, man. Have my share of fun, because that's what I do. I live my life how I like to enjoy it, man. So we'll see. Real life is gonna step up again too, because we've been kind of living on this whole, at least for me, I've been living on this whole little kind of unemployment vibe where I haven't been putting myself out there and being, needing to have a 9-to-5 job necessarily. All right, Billy Joe caught him with the left over the top. Oh, and a straight right. Probably won that round. Ooh, off of the clinch. That's a little sneaky punch there. Okay, that's a veteran move. That's some Billy Joe Saunders shit right there. That yeah, this summer should be fun. Should be fucking fun. Hopefully I can go to a couple other places. I'd love to go visit Texas. Never been. I know there's a few people in Florida. I don't know if now's the time to go, but at some point I'd love to go visit. Maybe New York for the summertime. I don't know. I want to get up and move and go do other stuff. But right now I got the Hard Summer tickets, and I also got tickets to Outside Lands in October, November. That's at Halloween weekend. So actually it's October. So it's like the 29th through the 31st. So that shit's going to be fun. There's a lot of cool people in that lineup. I think for both of those, I'm going to see Kate Renata, which is like, I feel like it's half the reason I got those tickets, because I had tickets to see Kate Renata right around my birthday last year in 2020. Obviously, got postponed again, and then he just outright canceled the show. So I was like, fuck, man, I want to see Keitra, bro. That's my guy. That's like, it's one of my favorite DJs of all time, man. My favorite acts, man. He's so amazing. It's epic. I don't have enough words to describe my feelings to Keitra's music, but man, yeah, it's my shit. So I was upset that the show got canceled, but I had like 3 tickets. I had that ticket. I had a ticket to see Duck Sauce up in San Francisco at the Midway, and then I had tickets to go see Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. And then Bad Bad Not Good was opening for them too. So that was going to be a fucking vibey ass show too. That would have been sick, man, because Freddie Gibbs is like one of my favorites right now. He is putting in work the last couple years, man. I think ever since he got out of jail in where was he? Belgium? Somewhere over there. Man has been putting in work and has done his thing. Oh shit, was there a headbutt? Pretty sure it was a headbutt. Canelo kind of in the deep end of this, man. Oh shit. It's not looking so hot right now. Not looking so hot. Hold on a second. I gotta fix this. The screen keeps stalling on me. Hold on a second. Boop. All right. Do it this way. There we go. Now we can watch it. Fuck. Come on, Canelo. Fuck. That was that 6 rounds right now, man? Damn. Yeah. Ooh, there's Jerry Jones. That guy's got a lot of money. Ah, boy. Where was I? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Seeing Kate Traumatic. No, I got to refresh the page. No. What happened? No, what happened? Don't leave me. What are you doing? Don't leave me. There's Jerry Jones again. There we go. Please work. All right, cool. Think it's working. Oh, my neck. Oh, all right. We're almost 2 hours into the show. I think I gotta start wrapping this shit up a little bit here. What the fuck else? Did I want to talk about? Summer plans. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Mother's Day tomorrow. Shout out to all the moms out there. Hope you're having a good Mother's Day. And oh fuck, clipped him. I'm gonna be hanging out with my mom. She'll be in town tomorrow. My little sister, she's big shout out to my little sister Marissa. She's graduated grad school and is gonna have her in-person ceremony on Monday. So because of COVID, she had to do a lot of stuff like virtually, and so eventually they're gonna let her walk and get her diploma and all that stuff. So like big shout outs to her. That's a big moment in our family. I'm really, really proud of her. I can't say enough good things about my little sister. She's an awesome person. I'm glad she's like she's grown up to be a wonderful human being. She was kind of a little brat when she was younger, a lot of crybaby, but she's grown out of a lot of that stuff. So she's awesome. Good people, and I'm happy for her. I really am. So she's able to get that degree really fast too. I think she got it a year quicker than or her program was like one of those accelerator programs, so she was able to go right through it. So yeah, we'll be celebrating her as well on Monday, which should be fun one too. Should be fun. Besides that, I have more comedy shows coming up in the next couple weeks that I'm booked on, not the ones that I'm running necessarily, but some of my friends have booked me. I will be performing in Fontana on Wednesday at Ziggy's Bar. That show will be at 8 p.m. Should be a very fun one. I got some friends of mine on that show too, so we'll be able to hang out, have a good time, hopefully there. The following week on the 22nd, I'll be performing in Compton, the Compton Comedy Show. That one, I want to say it's going to be also around like 7 or 8 p.m. Check out my Instagram for more information. I always post up anytime I got, new shows, any new information, all that stuff will be on my Instagram at Puro Caballero, same exact username as you see here. That's at PuroCaballero for all you gringos. That's what I say. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for helping tune in. This Canelo fight is getting interesting. I'm probably going to leave you guys before we're able to finish this fight because I want to watch this shit. But yeah, man. This has been episode 90 of the Puro Caballero Show. We're going to keep bringing you more video, more Twitch streams, and more YouTube, full videos for the whole show. So that'll be coming. That'll be definitely in the works moving forward. I said it was my goal before episode 100 to get the video up and rolling, and look at where we're at. Maybe could I have a fit 10 episodes between now and the last time we did a podcast? Maybe. But we're here, so let's not fucking nitpick, okay? All right. As always, the Puro Caballero Show is available to listen anywhere you get podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, on Spotify, and on SoundCloud. That's the home. That's the hub. So you can find it at the Puro Caballero Show, as you see in the description below somewhere here. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands. But It's video, bro. It's 3 dimensionals, man. I can't be like, grabbing my nose and doing all this, scratching my butt and doing all the other stuff that I used to do before. I gotta be more professional. I gotta look at the camera. My neck over here hurting me and shit. Gotta use my fucking massage gun in a little bit. But yeah. What else we got? Gonna try to give you another episode at some point next week, and we'll be doing more Twitch streams, just playing music and shit. I want to say 6 subscribers away from getting another emote, so no pressure, guys, no pressure. But I want to get emotes to the people, bro. So y'all help me help you, okay? So, but yeah, man. Thank you so much for helping me get to the affiliate status here on Twitch, and we're just only, trying to make it go up and up, man. Bigger and better things are trying to be up in the works, all right? So thank you so much for tuning in. This has been your host, Mario Caballero, a.k.a. Puro Caballero, and this has been the Puro Caballero Show. Thank you. Yee! All right. So this all shit is going to be edited out of YouTube, so bear with me for a second. We're going to raid somebody. Thank you, Colin, so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Damn, this fight's getting interesting. All right, let's check this out. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye-bye. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Hold on. Who is on right now? Who should we raid? Oh, let's go raid Spinurita. I think she'll appreciate it. The homegirl Spinurita, shout out to her. The queen of SGV. Shout out to my boy VJ for making that emote. If you need emotes, hit him up. Hit DJ Supreme Kai. He can make some emotes. He knows what he's doing more than I do. He knows what I'm doing more than I do sometimes, but hey, it happens. It be that way. All right, let's see. Where's my channel? Here we go. Okay. Oh shit, Canelo. Oh yeah. Oh, Jasmine Poe's on too? Oh, shit. Oh, let's see here. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I'm so distracted. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. All right, let's do this. There we go. Okay, Spinny, we're coming your way. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all been amazing. Y'all been fun as hell. Hell yeah. Let's go, Canelo. Let's go.